People are not having a relationship with Dave or Sue, are having a relationship with Dave's nervous system and Sue's nervous system. You're having a relationship with someone's nervous system. And included in that is all of the circumstances that have made their nervous system extremely uncomfortable, that they feel that they need to survive. And that's when we get triggered and we lose our IQ and our prefrontal cortex and we go back to our kind of trauma brain, our
Mhm.
survival brain. And this is where we make the biggest mess of our lives and relationships. So for me, why would you want to understand this in more detail than I can share on this lovely interview? Because once you understand your own nervous system and you understand the nervous system of the most important people in your life, you can be a better human. You can improve every relationship in your life. And in so doing, what this body of work does is it reveals how and why you let yourself down. So each of these four operating systems has a gift, it has an agenda, it has a purpose, a role, a function, a contribution to the human village. But each of the four archetypes also has an Achilles heel. It has a way in which we let ourselves down. And it there's a part of us that keeps us perpetually immature. And this is how we damage the fabric of our relationships. This is how we make our relationships become the burden and the struggle and a place that is void of joy. Because when two people's nervous systems are repeatedly and consistently not understood or respected in the most simple ways, like how to ask someone to put their coat on. How simple can it be? How more simple can I be? There's a way to turn your, there's a way to ask someone to put their coat on, and there's a way not to. That's real simple. But it transformed their family because it was a burden. So such a simple idea. Now extrapolate that simple idea to everything.
How can you avoid being triggered by others who belong to other archetypes if you don't know your knowledge yet? Is it possible?
If you don't know my knowledge yet, I would say try and keep in mind that when anybody is doing something or speaking in a way that you don't like, try and remember that what they're really saying is, I'm in pain and I love you. Just try and remember that when people are not behaving at their best, it's because they're struggling. And most of the time, what's behind their struggle, aside from, shame and a number of other things, is the fact that they love you and they're trying to tell you, but they can't. So what they're doing instead is speaking to you in a way that you can't stand. It's backwards. Now, if you come and understand my findings, my 19 years of research, which I articulate in simple language, so it's not in any way arduous technical journey of learning, it's an absolute delight. You will very quickly stop being triggered by other people's poor behavior. You'll stop being offended. So here's one of the things that happens when you discover my work is, first of all, compassion goes up. You have more compassion for everyone in your life, naturally. Once you understand people's nervous systems and you understand what matters to them and you understand why they struggle, you become less offended. You have more compassion.
Yes.
When you become less triggered, you become more connected and you have to spend less time cleaning up mess. So, a really simple example, let's just go back to the child in Sweden putting on the coat. You can battle with the child. No doubt there were tears and tantrums and screaming on the floor, right? And forcibly putting the coat on and putting them in a pram and getting them out of the house. But the point is, as soon as he understood how to unlock that puzzle, they're out the door faster than they've ever been out the door before. The 2 year old is probably the most excited to get out the door because they just had a playful interaction with daddy or mummy that had some humor and excitement in it. And they put their coat on and their hats on and they're out the door, probably out the door first. Now, the difference between 10 minutes, let's say, of struggle and being out the door in 5 seconds is massive,
Yes.
massive difference.